Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, it's Walker. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
St. Brown seemingly catches everything, including that first down. Brought in 106 passes last season, and is tied for the most catches ever in a player's first 2 years. Not sure how he feels.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
76, help, 76.
From the 50, it's Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Jack Campbell, a first-round pick there on the tackle.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Man, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there, and what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 25, here's second down and 8. Now Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
No ball, no ball.
Metcalf motions left. Walker now on 1st and 10. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Check 58.
Geno now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
On first down, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Four down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw on second down is Goff. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in early going.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From the 50, it's Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before break here. Goff past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 41, here's second down and 2.
Louis.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Super 66.
Goff. And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it is 28-0.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
A quick throw out to Lockett.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Throwing is Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the counter, it's Walker.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
And now Smith going to change the play.
Now Geno on first down.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Goff on first down.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down.
That's to the tight end reporter.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Hey, 5. 12.
Goff now looking to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, on the ball. 13 next.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Smith going to move him around.
Now Smith throwing on first down. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And they're going to speed things up here. There's Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. 23 yards the pickup there.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Again, Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw, Goff. He's got it to Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Smith here, an audible at the line.
Geno now to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
13 next.
Play action. It's Smith. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 58.
Now Geno.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Throwing again is Smith.
To the sideline and incomplete.
It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
One last throw here for Smith.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only